my goal is always to do like double to triple the minimum monthly payment. But I'm basing my payment off of the charge per month plus the minimum monthly payment. So if it's $360 and I pay $400, I'm taking down the credit. Next month's payment will be even less. You know what I mean? Because I'm actually taking down the cost of the overall, right? So I'm canceling out that payment for 1 month so that the interest rate doesn't go up. And if I could pay off, say, like put $500 on the card, like last month I put $460 on the card. That's like almost was almost like 2 monthly payments in one payment, right? So that in itself, you know, saved me about a month's payment, right? Get that off. Oh, that's what I have to turn off. Okay. And if I keep doing it like that, then what'll end up happening is eventually I get ahead of it. So the faster I can pay down my credit card, like if I buy anything new, like say another guitar, I mean, I'm going to be buying guitars till the day I die, right? Not that I need it, but I mean, I got to pace myself. So chainsaw, tools are next, cameras are next, and then back to buying guitars again, right? But the way I'm going to do it is rather than maxing out the card, I'm going to just get them to charge me the card per month. So like, let's say I was paying $400 or getting charged $400 a month, but I could only pay $200. So in a year's time, I'm going to owe, you know, $2,400 on the card, right? So you'd say, yeah, but it keeps going up. But $2,400 is not $4,800. You know what I mean? Like if I had to start from $4,800 and work my way down from there, rather than starting off at zero and it working up slowly, you know, only to $2,400. Like on $2,400, my minimum monthly payment is still going to be under $120. You know what I mean? So you're going to pay maybe $20 a month interest on that, which is a lot. It's a lot, but if you can keep it, if you get a couple of months where you can cancel out, and let's say 1 month, okay, they charge the $400. Let's say I got a bunch of tools and the camera and all that stuff. And okay, this month they charged me the $400, but I put $500 on the card. Well, then whatever was on the card will come down by $100. Now, if I'm starting off at zero, I'm still at zero again. So then next month I don't pay the interest on it, right? Because there's nothing on the card, and that's my goal. So once I get the guitars paid off, right? And that's how I bought the guitars. I just put the whole guitar on the card. Right, just max it right out, you know, or not max out the card, but max out, you know, just charge it right away and then pay it down. I'm like, that's actually the more expensive way to do it. Even if you pay in-store financing, you know, if your card is at zero and they're only charging you $200-300 a month for whatever it is you're doing, you still win in the sense that you're not paying as much monthly interest. Which means even if the card grows in debt a bit, by the time you hit that 1 year and the last payment comes in, you don't have, you're still probably going to save about half the interest you would pay or more than, you know, like I say, once my card's below $1,000, you know, like this could be like $10 a month interest or something like that, $12 maybe, whatever. That's nothing. You know what I mean? So, and like I say, you always pay more than what the minimum payment is, everything will come down. If you just make the minimum monthly payment, you can almost never pay it off, right? So I'm doing more than that. So hopefully I'm explaining it well, but it is a way to get ahead in terms of getting tools. And of course, newer tools means different jobs, more money, you know, especially when it comes to the chainsaw stuff. Like one of those pole arm chainsaws, they're about $1,000. But they're worth every penny because I'd be using it every week. And like I haven't advertised my chainsaw stuff, but as soon as you tell somebody you have a chainsaw, like, trust me, they have work for you. You know, it's just what do you charge them? Well, the way I'm going to be doing it at first is like my regulars, I just charge them what I normally charge per hour. right? But if I'm doing a specialty tree job, okay, depending on whether I charge by the tree, charge by the hour, or charge by the, whatever, and I'm trying to do it the same way the professionals do it. So, like, if you see that big pine tree over there, that big pine tree there is going to cost you $5,000 to $8,000 for me to do that, even if I do it in one day, no matter. And I wouldn't do that in one day. That would be, I could, if I could just fall it down, it'd still take me 2 days to cut it up. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like, a pine tree is a lot of freaking work. But it also depends what you're doing, right? Like, if you're just following it, cutting up. But it's still, like, I might charge, say, $3,000 if I'm just following it on the ground and cutting it up and not cleaning it up. If I got to clean it up, that's going to take me a week, right? But there's other ways I can save the client money, saying, okay, well, I'll follow it, I'll cut it up, all that, really good, and you could pay a young lad $20 an hour to clean it up or something like that. And, but I can't do that stuff until I get the saw, right? Like a tree over there, like that tree over there that's near the fence, that there, maybe I'd charge you $60 an hour to cut that, small trees I might cut, with the small chainsaw I might charge $35 an hour, if I have to get on a ladder, it's $100 an hour, and that's still reasonable prices, because and you'll know by the person that you talk to if they've already priced out what it costs to get something knocked down. Because if you hire an arborist, you're a minimum, just for the arborist alone, is going to be about $109 an hour to $106 an hour, something like that is usually average. $90 might be a really good deal. So me at 60, that's great. But I'm not rigged up for the arborist stuff where I'm climbing the trees yet. And I really don't want, I want to be more of a falling guy rather than a climbing guy. You know what I mean? Although I love climbing stuff, like that's, something I like doing. But yeah, there's big money there, but I can't get there from here until I get the chainsaw I need, right? So once I get the chainsaw that I need, which is a big one, I could start kind of advertising and stuff like that. And I'd rather work into the chainsaw area of things and get out of the yard work thing if I can, and give that work to somebody else, just because there's more potential money in the chainsaw thing, and I'm 50 years old, right? So, like, when you're 50 years old, you can't work for $15 an hour. You know what I mean? You could barely work for 20. You know what I mean? Especially with everything going on. So, like, I need to make, like, if I want to retire, I'd need to make $100, $120 an hour, right? To be able to plan a retirement. Not going to happen easily. So I got to make sure that I can do it. They're kind of close there. I got to mind the way. But anyway, I'm gonna go in the store. But anyway, you get the ideas of what I'm talking about. So there we go.